Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is late June 2024. We're in Union City, Tennessee, and we're at the Confederate Monument in Union City, also known as the first monument to unknown Confederate dead. It was erected in 1869. The cemetery is the burial site of the remains of 29 unidentified Confederate combatants killed in the American Civil War. Just a brief note there from Wikipedia. Find a Grave actually has some additional and different information. And by the way, we were here 10 years ago. This statue wasn't there, that soldier. I don't know how new he is. He looked very lively though. But he's there now, and as you can see, there have been some trees knocked down in this cemetery.
Yeah.
And findagrave.com notes the cemetery contains the remains of approximately 40 unidentified Civil War soldiers who were buried within battle graves around the county during the Civil War. The graves were reinterred here in 1869. Two other graves are located here as well, one of a doctor from Kentucky and the other a servant. And it talks a little bit more. Find a Grave gives some more information. But I just wanted to point out, again, as I mentioned before, a storm came through here. And I was Googling around. I did see where a pretty bad storm came through Union City, I believe in May. I could be off. And it did some destruction. And it did quite a bit of destruction here. A couple of massive trees fell. One near the water tower. It actually fell towards the water tower and destroyed some of the fencing. Some other fence, kind of chain fence there, was also disrupted. And yeah, look at that. That tree is huge, by the way. And it knocked over the fence over by the water tower. You had some other trees downed and pieces of trees that were down. I don't think it disturbed any of the graves as far as I could see, and I was grateful for that. Also, if this tree would have fell the other way, I think it would have hit the monument, and that's just kind of epic. And I just you know, I hope somebody is working on getting that removed. I hope there's some good locals that will try to do something about that. There is another cemetery, a city cemetery, across the little tree line that separates the two. And we drove over there, and there was some serious damage done in that cemetery as well. There is a little tree line. It's kind of a ditch tree line kind of thing. You really can't cross it. It's a little too wild for that. And I believe that's where the railroad tracks used to be in Union City. But yeah, there's another cemetery, and it did look like some trees that had fallen had caused some damage to the gravestones and things like that. I did film and I took some pictures. I probably won't put that up though. I think I include one or two with this video just to kind of give you a little bit of a comparison. But it did look like somebody had been working to clean that one up. Hopefully, after they're done with that cemetery, they'll come over here too. Yeah, and you can see a piece of the fence under that tree right there. Obviously, this is going to take a lot of work, though. When I was here back in 2014, the cemetery was in better shape. Obviously, a storm hadn't gone through. There were a couple of markers that I noticed then that I did not notice on this visit. And at the end of this video, I'll put up some of those pictures I took back in 2014. Of course, there's some irony to a Confederate cemetery in Union City, Tennessee. I looked around, though. I found out Union City was named well before the Civil War, and it was named because of the union of a couple of railroad companies and tracks that met in the city. Yeah, just some more looks at those trees. Yeah, and if you're from this area, let me know what you know about that. Let me know about the storm. Obviously, a storm did this, and just let me know if you have any info on it. Interesting little cemetery, kind of in a residential area, right next to the water tower. This is definitely off the main drag. We had to kind of drive away a little bit from downtown to get here. There's the other cemetery, and you can see, yeah, some serious disruption has occurred there, and more than what I'm showing for what it's worth. And here are some pictures. I believe these are the ones I took back in 2014. Yeah, there was a nice marker there, kind of explaining stuff. And there were some flags by each marker. And the cemetery was very peaceful at that time. It was a nice place to stop and check out. And I was glad we got to do it, recently in 2024 too. But it was just sad that the trees and the storm obviously had caused so much damage. There's the monument. Again, that soldier is not there. I'm not sure where he came from. The town does have a Confederate monument downtown, and I'm kind of a fan of Union City. I think it's a neat town. It's a nice small town in a nice area, northwestern Tennessee, just south of western Kentucky. And yeah, it's just a town that I like quite a bit. There shows you what that tree in the background there is now knocked down, but there it was in 2014, still up. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. If you live in Union City, let me know what you know about this cemetery.